Welcome to the Nevis newscast for Friday, February 10th, 2023. I am Fredicia Liebert. The Ministry of Education and Sports is seeking to improve the quality of the island's track and field athletics season by ensuring that upcoming sport meets are officiated by trained persons. On Wednesday, February 8th, the second series of technical officials workshops was held at the Nevis Disaster Management Department's Emergency Operations Center. Garfield Virgo, competition director for the Nevis Inter-Primary and the Nevis Inter-High School Championship meets, provided further details.
The aim is to equip our technical officials here on the island of Nevis with the skill set to properly man the meets. And we have two meets upcoming, which is the Gulf Insurance Primary School meet as well as the Nevis High Schools meet. In the first cohort, which is the first series of workshops, we had up to 30 participants. This one here we have on paper 20. By equipping so many officials, technical officials, we aim to improve the quality of the product, the quality of the meets, both meets. And I think by having more technically competent officials, the meet should be run a bit more efficiently on the day.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education and Sports, Kevin Barrett, praised the initiative and offered the participants some words of encouragement.
We are well on the way of ensuring that we have the technical expertise to run our track meets, especially when it comes to inter-primary and inter-high, and even our regular school sports day, when the officials really set the quality and the standard of any meet. I expect that today is going to be very engaging, and I could tell you, you're not going to leave here like you came. You're going to be empowered, you're going to feel like you know some new things, and you'll be eager to execute these things practically during a sports meet.
The workshop's final session was held on Friday, February 10th. Denville Francis, president of the St. Kitts and Nevis Technical Officials Association, facilitated the sessions. History and Heritage Month, celebrated annually during February, presents an important opportunity to promote greater knowledge, understanding, and appreciation of the history, heritage, and culture of St. Kitts and Nevis. So notes Federal Minister of Culture, the Honorable Samuel Duggins. The theme of this year's History and Heritage Month is celebrating 400 years of African ancestral creativity and ingenuity.
The Caribbean islands have been heavily influenced by African culture, particularly through the transatlantic slave trade. Enslaved men, women, and children brought to the Caribbean from Africa brought with them their cultural traditions, languages, music, religion, and cuisine, which have all had a lasting impact on Caribbean society and culture. For centuries, the people of St. Kitts and Nevis and the Caribbean, who are primarily descendants of the African experience, have made tremendous contributions to the world in the field of art, science, and technology, to name a few. They have demonstrated remarkable resilience and creativity in the face of adversity, and their ingenuity has helped greatly to shape the cultural, economic, and political developments of the world we live in today. It is also important to recognize and credit the ingenuity of the enslaved Africans who were brought to the Caribbean and their descendants who created new forms of survival and resistance in the face of oppression. They used their skills, knowledge, and resilience to build communities, establish new cultural traditions, and create new forms of social and political organization.
In his address to launch History and Heritage Month, Minister Duggins called on citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis to recommit themselves to promoting and supporting the rich cultural heritage of the people of the ancestral lineage at home and abroad.
We pay homage to the creativity, ingenuity, and resilience of the people of St. Kitts and Nevis, particularly the important connection we share with the African continent.
The month of celebrations is coordinated by the Brimstone Hill Fortress National Park Society, the Nevis Historical and Conservation Society, the St. Christopher National Trust, and the Department of Culture on St. Kitts.
I want to take a moment to commend each of these important organizations for the tremendous role they continue to play in educating our citizens and visitors. They must be celebrated and supported for their unflinching efforts to preserve and share our cultural history, traditions, and practices. I want to reiterate my own personal commitment to continue working in support of their efforts and lend my ministry support in this important endeavor. I also want to take this opportunity to wish the people of our nation, the Brimstone Hill Fortress National Park Society, the Nevis Historical and Conservation Society, the St. Christopher National Trust, and the Department of Culture a successful and exciting History and Heritage Month of Activities 2023. Thank you, and may God bless our nation and our people.
For their first meeting in the month of February, the members of the Federal Cabinet donned African and Afro-Caribbean attire in celebration of History and Heritage Month. The Department of Youth announces that nominations for the Youth Impact 12 Awards in the areas of sports excellence and youth development are open. The deadline for nomination in sports excellence is Friday, February 25th, 2023. The deadline for youth development is March 18th, 2023. Visit the Department of Youth's office upstairs the Reliable Motors Complex in Charlestown to collect a form and nominate your outstanding youth today. For further inquiries, call 469-5521 extension 6710 or 6711. Still to come, Culturama 49 slogan competition open. The details right after this break.
Tune into NNC on NTV. Don't worry if you don't have cable either. NNC will bring the news to you wherever you are. Facebook and Facebook Live. YouTube and YouTube Live. NevisTVOnline.com. Roku app, NTV mobile app, Smart TV, Apple TV, and any other IPTV platforms. When me ANC and you ANC, NNC.
Welcome back. The Ministry of Tourism will celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Nevisian Heritage Village on February 22nd. Premier and Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Mark Brantley, says the public is invited to the event.
We ask you to mark the date because the event will be marked by a ceremony, cultural presentations, and sale of traditional culinary items such as goat water, black pudding, potato pudding, cook-up, hot bread and butter, and local drinks. During the celebrations, and this is important as we continue to try to empower small businesses, during the celebrations of the 20th anniversary of the Nevisian Heritage Village, we will see the opening of the on-site restaurant Heritage Cafe by Mrs. Sophia Wallace, and that will accompany the Heritage Gift Shop that is there as well. The general public is asked to attend as we again try to build out these various facilities which are a critical part of our tourism infrastructure.
As noted by Premier Brantley, the Nevisian Heritage Village is the brainchild of former Deputy Premier and Minister of Tourism, the late the Honorable Malcolm Gishard. It is a lasting monument to the country and its cultural heritage to ensure that its past is never forgotten. The Culturama Secretariat invites entries to the Culturama 49 slogan competition. Slogans should be short and catchy, of no more than 8 to 10 words to capture the true spirit of Nevis's Culturama Festival. Slogans should have never been used before for any previous Culturama festivals or by any other festival or carnival committees. All entries should reach the Culturama Secretariat, Cotton Ginnery Mall, Charlestown, Nevis, on or before February 17th, 2023. Entries can also be emailed to slogan@culturamanevis.com. Entries will not be accepted by way of telephone. The winner of the Culturama 49 slogan contest will receive 2 complimentary passes to all Culturama 49 events, a plaque, and a $500 cash prize. The Nevis Culturama Committee reserves the right to use the winning slogan during its planned extensive promotion of Culturama 2023, which will be celebrated over the period July 27th to August 8th. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Felicia Liburd. Thank you for viewing.